Hello all. Hope you're doing well. Our friends in London, the US, Afghanistan, and India, wherever you're joining us from. I welcome you all to this seminar today. Whenever you look up on Google, if you type who is the best friend of Afghanistan, it's a silly query, but whenever you look it up, you will see the answer that uh, India has traditionally enjoyed friendly relationship with Afghanistan, and while the flight from Delhi to Kabul is like roughly about 2 hours, the countries have for years been tied very closely on a lot of mutual love and care. Um, India has traditionally been close to the Afghans, and the two countries are not only, connected with their shared past for centuries, but also go back 75 years under the Treaty of Friendship, and then subsequently with the hospitals named after former Indian Prime Minister Indira Gandhi, a parliament which is a gift from India. Built by hundreds of Indian laborers, and then the massive student exchange program, health camps, just name it. Uh, Even after we were freed from the colonial rule, we looked to Kabul. We forged a partnership with them. Uh, in 1950, when Jawaharlal Nehru signed the Friendship Treaty with the royal government of Afghanistan, Najibullah Khan, the two countries vowed everlasting peace and friendship, everlasting. In the years to come, Bollywood, cricket, it all further strengthened the ties. And, uh, whenever I've gone to meet Afghans, wherever, they've always brought up how good they think of India. In many ways, the promise made in 1950 has continued and fulfilled, but the blot emerged in this testing era of war and conflict. Uh, when the presidential palace was stormed on 15th August by armed gunmen of Taliban, India and Afghanistan's time tested friendship entered a dark chapter, and the people who climbed the planes at the Kabul airport in their bid to escape the brutal Taliban fighters running amok Afghanistan streets, they haunted and shocked people in India as well. And in the days to come, both sides have looked at their strained relationship as a wound. Uh, there was a deafening silence in New Delhi, and as the international community looked away from the hardline terrorist group that the Taliban is, and they were parading the streets of Afghanistan, they were rendered global pariahs then. And, you know, the one question remained, is the Taliban here to stay? And if yes, what do we even do with them? And even newspapers and channels stopped calling them terrorists or the sanctioned militant group. Uh, while Russia and China were certain of the answer, India deliberated for at least 2 more years till it succumbed to the regional priorities, upsetting its old allies, including several of its friends from Ashraf Ghani administration. Uh, in India is a key regional power with significant investments in Afghanistan. And during the Republic era, we've navigated this transition with a cautious yet pragmatic approach as we then had to transition to speak with the Taliban. Um, in today's panel, we will go over the veins of India's relationship that we have for years and decades with Afghanistan, and now we are having to do that with the Taliban. Uh, we will talk about Delhi's increasingly warm relationship with the group, which is still deemed unacceptable by many in the West as of today. Uh, I'm very happy to introduce everyone to a bright and upcoming new Afghanistan think tank, Bareen Initiative for Development, uh, because of whom we are here together today. Wherever we are, Afghanistan will always tie us together, all the panelists here. Bareen represents the concept of heaven, and Saleh and his team look to create a safe and small piece of heaven on earth for marginalized communities. Uh, they are young Afghan nationals who stand for the country's girls and women. They stand for the human rights. They want to take the future forward with the prosperity and the brightness that it can be. It's an apolitical analysis driven initiative, and it's a forum for conversation with experts, diplomats, policymakers, scholars, and most importantly, Afghans. You know, Now coming back to the topic, which has caused a lot of pain and anguish to several Afghans and Indians too. Why is India even engaging with this armed group that captured power and is known for killings and bombings across Afghanistan? The transfer of power was by force and the cost of many lives, especially women. So, who wants to deal with such a group? Uh, in February 2023, when India's National Security Advisor Ajit Doval went to Moscow and met with Russian officials, Afghanistan was a key point of their meeting. Uh, he made a huge promise. He said India will never abandon the people of Afghanistan. And he said that the two countries share a historical and special relationship. What we are going to talk about today, the crux of our conversation for the next few minutes, hours, is in what he said. He said the well being and humanitarian needs of the Afghan people will continue to guide India's policy towards Kabul. And in the same breath, he noted that the Afghan soil should not be used for terrorism and that the natural resources of Afghanistan should be utilized first for the welfare of Afghanistan. We will unpack this and everything in between. I want to go back a few years into the relationship India and Afghanistan have with our excellent panel here. First and foremost, we have the brilliant Mohammad Ashraf Hedri, the former Afghanistan ambassador to Sri Lanka, India, and the US. He is the founder and the president of Displaced International, an organization working to advocate and assist displaced people across the world. He was the former Director General of Policy and Strategy for the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Afghanistan. He is a distinguished fellow at Arizona State University, School of Politics and Global Studies. Welcome, Ambassador. I'm always very happy to speak to you and learn from you.
Likewise, thank you so much for that generous introduction.
Yeah. Then we have the exceptional scholar and my very good friend Shivam Shekhawat from the Observer Research Foundation in New Delhi. She's a junior fellow with the ORF Strategic Studies program. She tracks India's neighbors, especially from the lens of security, political, and economic developments. And this means Afghanistan, Pakistan, and Nepal are literally her bread and butter.
Thank you so much for the kind introduction, Arpan, and I'm really looking forward to the conversation. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us today. I'm very happy to introduce the very knowledgeable and leading international affairs expert, Dr. Arpan Sharifi, who is joining us from Princeton, and I've had the pleasure to meet him in Dushanbe at 4 a.m. when we were heading for a security conference at an airport. Dr. Sharifi is a lecturer and the chair of the Master in Public Policy program at Princeton University's School of Public and International Affairs. Welcome, Dr. Sharifi, and cannot wait to hear your thoughts. I'm very excited.
Thank you very much. Very happy to be here. Just a quick caveat. I just left Princeton very, very recently, and I'm on to a new project with the United Nations right now. But here I'm just representing myself, no other entity. Thank you.
All the best for what's coming next. Yes. We are very much incomplete without a PhD researcher who knows Kabul inside and out. And for that, we have Amit Kumar. He's a senior research fellow in the Department of Humanities and Social Sciences at the Birla Institute of Technology and Science here in India, Rajasthan. He's been researching Afghanistan, China, and regional security for 5 years now and writing about it.
Thanks, Arpan, for the introduction, and I'm looking forward to this discussion as well. Thank you.
Amazing. So let's set this ball rolling in motion, shall we? And we should hear from our amazing panel. Can we start with you, Ambassador Hedri? I'd like to hear from you on